How do SQLite commit and rollback work? Imagine you're working on a project and want to save your progress. In the world of databases, this process is handled through transactions, which are like little bundles of changes. When you use a database in Python, especially with SQLite, managing these transactions properly is key to keeping your data safe and consistent. The commit and rollback methods are your main tools for this. Think of commit as hitting save on your computer. It makes all your recent changes permanent in the database. If you forget to call commit after making changes, those changes stay in a temporary state and might be lost if something unexpected happens. Now rollback is like hitting undo. If you run into an error or decide not to save your recent changes, calling rollback will undo everything you've done since the last time you committed. This way, your database stays clean and accurate. In Python, working with SQLite involves opening a connection to your database file using the SQLite 3 module. Once connected, you create a cursor object that lets you run SQL commands like inserting, updating, or deleting data. After executing these commands, you need to call concommit to save those changes. If an error occurs or you decide not to proceed, you can call conrollback to undo all changes made during that transaction. For example, if you try to insert a new user into a table and everything goes smoothly, calling commit will make that insertion permanent. But if an error happens, like trying to insert a duplicate primary key, you can catch that error and call rollback to revert the database to its previous state. Here's a simple example. You connect to a database called ExampleDB, create a table if it doesn't exist, and then insert a new user named John Doe. After the insert, you call concommit to save the change. If everything works fine, the data is stored permanently. But if something goes wrong during the insert, you catch the error, call conrollback, and the database remains unchanged. Always remember to close your connection after you're done to free up resources. Using commit and rollback properly helps keep your data accurate and prevents partial or corrupt updates. It also makes your applications more reliable because you can control exactly when changes are saved or discarded. When developing applications that involve multiple steps of data modification, always think about how you want to handle errors and whether to save or undo changes. This way, your database stays consistent and your data remains trustworthy.